Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
Our organization, it's called Compass 31, was born. And Compass 31 exists to make Jesus known.
Compass31.org.
Org.
Okay.
Compass31.org. Compass 31, our mission statement, Compass 31 exists to make Jesus known by fighting human trafficking with prevention, restoration, and leadership development.
Okay, excellent. So you were uniquely formed, maybe tailored, groomed.
Exactly.
Sounds like a bad word.
Groomed
I'm sorry
would
to
be
say.
would be a like creepy word in the text.
I know in that context, but it seems like it's that whole 1 Samuel 19.
Yes.
All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. It had to pass through the rugged and rough waters.
Right.
For you to be able to take this head on.
And he prepared good works in advance for me to do.
Yes.
Back to Ephesians. That for each one of us, I'm not unique, I'm not special, but my life experience did specially equip me for the work that we do now. And that is the anti-human trafficking work.
I want to get to that in a second. Mm-hmm. Your book is called The Lucky One, your first book.
Yeah.
Are you the lucky one? And there's lots of other unlucky ones. Why is it called The Lucky One?
That is a great question. Actually, surprisingly, nobody's asked me that question.
Really? I've always thought that. I saw your book when it was printed because I work at Axco Printing here in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Right.
Were you just that lucky one? Or was it, I think my impression from it, you are one of the few that was saved out of it, when there are still many more who are entrenched and will never be set free from a life of trafficking or sexual exploitation?
I think the lucky one is, yes, that in part, but more so, well, it's a provocative title. People wouldn't think, when people think of child sexual exploitation, they think victim.
Yes.
And I am not. I am not now, nor was I then. I am not a victim. What I am is a human made in the image of God who has lived in a fallen world, who has endured great trauma and darkness. But in that darkness, I encountered Jesus again and again and again. And that is what's lucky, is that in the face of unimaginable, unthinkable, he showed up.
Yeah.
He showed up again and again. And it gives me the courage. When Compass 31 initially started, I was actually pretty resistant. I fought pretty hard.
Why? Because it was bringing up too many close traumatic memories?
Because
experiences?
Well, I can be a little challenging.
I want you to tell it as it is. You're already said 6 words you're not supposed to say on Missions Pulse.
I can be a little challenging.
Let us have it.
I argued with Jesus because I thought, what incredible, you may have to edit this out, what incredible audacity that he would deliver me from the darkness and then ask me to willingly step back into it.
Yeah, almost how dare he?
How dare you?
Yeah.
Like,
really?
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I'm
the
out
audacity of that.
Sure.
And you know, one of the most incredible aspects of the gospel, I think, is Jesus on the cross. And people are yelling at him, if you're the one, if you're the Savior, come down. And the audacity of a God that could change it and doesn't change it and asks us to trust him there is a profound place of freedom and healing and redemption. But it's a hard place.
Yeah.
It's a hard place. And that's what he does. He says, from the cross, but will you trust me if I don't change it?
Yeah, and when you describe it like that, it does sound audacious. It sounds a little bit even beyond audacious. Do you really think we should edit out what you just said? To me, that seems like the pinnacle of all we've talked about here. It seems a little bit more than audacious. It seems rude. It seems reckless.
It seems reckless. Reckless is a word that I would use.
Yeah. But so you're saying that God calls us to be salt and light and then calls us into the precarious darkness?
I think that's absolutely what he does, because Well, if you have this lovely little setup here, if we
Yes.
lit a candle on this table, it would not add any light to this room. But if we shut off all the lights and we lit a candle, it would illuminate,
Yes.
right?
Light does best in the darkness.
Exactly. If I'm a light in the midst of light, if all I do is go to church on Sunday, I show up on Sunday morning and then I go home from church on Sunday and I live my life every day, the rest of the week, in relative light, then how am I advancing God's kingdom? You advance God's kingdom when his light shines through us in the darkness.
Wow. Yeah.
And so it is a reckless calling. It's a dangerous place, but I've known the dangerous. I've known the dark.
Yeah.
And I've known him to be faithful there.
If you were a superhero, what would your name be or what would your superpower be? How you're describing yourself right now, I almost totally see like this Marvel kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of seeing you in this crazy outfit.
No, my husband teases me that my superpower is making people cry. Like,
Okay. All right.
If I chose my superpower, I think the redeemed version of what I longed for as a child, to just disappear, would be to be invisible.
Yeah. Okay.
And by that, I mean, I so want to work myself out of a job. Like, I don't want to be known. I don't want to be seen. The challenge of doing podcasts and interviews is I want it to be all about Jesus.
Yeah, but you're here on the stage and everybody's looking at you thinking, what a wonderful story. Thank you. And you're articulate and eloquent
Right.
and loquacious.
Right.
Meanwhile, it reminds me, though, of John the Baptist in the Message version, Eugene Peterson's. He says about Jesus, I want to slip off to the sidelines. You take center stage.
Yes.
When he says, I'm not even worthy to tie your shoelaces, let alone
Right.
baptize you. In the Message version, soon after this, says, I want to slip off to the sidelines. And you take center stage.
Right. What a beautiful picture. That is, if I was a superhero, that's what I would want to be, is
Okay.
invisible, is that people don't see me, they see Jesus, who certainly in the battle against human trafficking, in any battle we face, is the beginning, middle, and end.
Yes.
He is the only answer. He is the only Savior. And without him, there isn't redemption. There isn't healing.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought. Also, you might want to check out this video here. And honestly, that one's not bad either. Make sure you subscribe to Missions Pulse by clicking the subscribe button right here, and also click that little bell button so you get notified every single time we post a new video.